Hi friends, welcome back. So today I thought I would share a little bit about going to the Pelikan Hub. So it is happening today. Well, when you see this, it will have already passed. But I thought I would share a little bit about what I was going to take. So the Hubmaster contacted me around the first of the month and had mentioned that, he was getting everything set up, indicated the location we were going to be going to. It's about an hour away from me. And then, just mentioned things that people might like to bring or might like to see. And if there was any pins or anything that you were looking for, to let him know. And he would kind of put it out there and see if anybody had them. So that got me thinking about what pins I should take that might be interesting to people who don't, who may not have these pins. So obviously I am going to take my Pelikan, and I do have two, but I'm only going to take my M800. This one is fairly new. I've had it for I don't know, maybe 3 months or so. And it's a beautiful pen. I got a medium nib on it. It writes more like a broad or even a double broad. It's pretty much very wet. Mine doesn't have the ink window, which some of the older models used to have, where this part was a little bit transparent. You could see the ink. I hate that mine doesn't have that. It does make cleaning it and filling it a little more difficult. So I kind of wish that I did, and I also wish I had gone with a fine nib, because this is very broad, and I really can't, I can use it in journaling and letter writing, but I couldn't use it in my planner even if I wanted to. But I am going to take this, and I've also thought about, these are all the inks, all the pens I've got inked up for my Halloween or October prompts that I've been doing, and I work through them and write with them every day. So you will see an update on how all the pens worked out. I think I'm also going to take my Esterbrook King of the Night. It is fitting because it's going to be, Halloween next week. So I wanted to take this and show off the resin. It's beautiful. I know people are familiar with Esterbrook's, but I always like to try to bring kind of a different grouping of pens when I'm going to like a meetup or something. That way, if somebody hasn't tried one, they can. So I am going to take my Myers Pen Co. pen that I've converted to house a sailor. This is the 14 karat sailor nib. So I'm going to take this just to kind of share, what you can do if you want to. Also, I love to show off my Myers pens. They are beautiful, and this is one of the prettiest resins. So I'm definitely going to take that one as well. I am also going to take my Monarch nib. It is this is my golden abalone from Carolina Pen Co. And I wanted to be able to let people try Monarch if they never have. I love this pen. I actually love the pen and ink pairing. I have Sunset Clouds in it from Kobe. It's one of the exclusive inks from them, and I can never remember the name. Is it not Ink Institute? Oh, I can't remember, but it's only available, at least I've only seen this ink and the blue one that they have available on the Nagasawa website. But it's a lovely pairing. It writes really well together, but I did want to bring my Monarch just to show, in case anybody had never tried one and was interested, because I know I wanted to try one before I ordered it, and I didn't get to, and I wanted to order it anyway, so I did, but I don't regret it. I love this, but it is a pricey nib, so I'm definitely going to bring that. I'm also going to bring my mini, I know a lot of people have TWSBIs and TWSBI minis, but mine has a scythe grind on it. And I thought, well, that would be fun for people to try just in case they wanted to see what a nib grind was like. I don't know. I just thought it would be fun to take as well, just because. And then I thought about maybe taking this as mine, and I think I probably will. I'll probably end up cleaning out this pen case and taking it with me, but I thought about taking my Asvine just because this is, I mean, it's more well known now, but it's a bigger pen and not right so good. But, you know, just something for people to be able to see if they've never tried one, that they could get this beautiful glittery resin for like 30 bucks instead of, you know, 200. So these pens are pretty close in size. This one though has a number 8 nib and this one only has a number 6. So yeah, I just thought that that would be something fun as well. And then just for funsies, I think I'm gonna take my Walltown Cattsburg, just because this one has great resin and Walltown makes stunning pens. I like bringing my maker pens. That's why I wanted to take a Myers and I wanted to take a Walltown. They are a couple of my favorite makers. They make really good pens and use beautiful resin. I mean, they all do, but you know, I can't take them all. So I thought I would take this one. It's super fun and I love the coloring. And then I thought about taking, I don't know if I will, but you know, not everybody uses fountain pens. So I have this, it's a Zen, it's a kit pen, also from Myers, with the snow cone blank, but it's a ballpoint and it just uses the G2 refills. So those are easily accessible. And these pens are only around $79. They are maker pens and they are a kit pen, but you still get, you know, custom resin. So custom pen for 79 bucks. And if you don't like fountain pens, you can always buy, I guess, are they rollerball or ballpoint? I don't know the difference. So I think these are the pens I'm going to take with me, at least for now. I don't want to take, I mean, like, this is a lot of money and it scares me a little bit to just take it and then let people use them. But, you know, I completely am fine with letting people use my pens. It's just, you know, if I lost the whole case on the way or left it or something, I mean, most of these pens are pretty priceless to me. I mean, they can be recreated for the most part, but they are pricey to recreate. So I am a little nervous taking all of those, but I am going to take them just so everybody can enjoy them if they'd like to try. Now I don't think I've shared this yet, and I need to do like a what's in my bag, but I have a Rickshaw, I think it's called a bonsai bag. And so it's one of their larger bags and it has a hair, sorry. So it has a front slip pocket where you can drop your phone or whatever. It has a long pocket on this side where I keep my plotter. It has an open spot down in the middle, and then it has 2 smaller compartments on this side. I usually keep my wallet in here and then my Enlive case in here because it fits perfectly. So it looks like that. And then it also has a zipper on the back that I just keep like my charger and some other things. But I think I'm gonna take this with me because I really like this I've been carrying it as a purse and it works wonderfully. But I customized it so you can change the colors of like the pulls. You can change the color of this and the color of the inside. So I matched the inside with the pulls and also the little tag because I love like turquoise and pink together. They're my colors. So yeah, I went with that. And then it has a big, nice, long crossbody strap. So I think that's the bag I'm going to take. I also might take a backpack just to carry extra stuff, because I do want to carry my journal in case anybody brings inks to test. And then I'm also going to take my plotter just because, again, not everybody has one or has access to see one. So if they wanted to see kind of how this works, this is my Horween leather from Plotter. It's the San Francisco Pen Show exclusive in green. And I love this thing. It's gotten a few marks on it. And I did swap the elastic. This elastic is from Me Plus. I also have one of their slim pads, which are very similar to the Plotter. I have it in A5. But I really like their closure. It's a little thicker and it stays on here a little better. It has like a different pattern on the back and it doesn't seem as slippy. So it stays on really well. So I swapped that out, but I am gonna take my plotter just so people can kind of see. And I'm gonna throw some extra paper in here in the back so they can test it if they'd like, and see if they like the paper as well. Because I mean, even if you don't want to buy a plotter system, their inserts are fairly affordable. They're like $6 for, I think, 80 sheets. So like this insert is a little more than $6. I think this is the plain one, and I print my inserts for my weekly on this, which I still need to do a video on. I did have some questions about that and I haven't had time. I've not had time. I'm so sorry, but I will get to it. But I have several of their different inserts and I really love their paper. It's great, fountain pen friendly. So I think that is going to be what I'm taking. And then probably my Hobonichi paper just for pen testing if I wanted to test some things. And then I'm also going to bring my, this is what I do my like, not sort of journaling, just like my memory keeping or whatever in, is my Traveler's Company custom with, this is from Baumkuchen, and I have like a pocket in the back also that they've attached. So I'm going to swap out my insert and put this road trip insert in it. This is what I took with me to Atlanta, and it has like some things from the Atlanta Pen Show, stickers and things like that. So I am going to take that with me as well, just so I can make notes, or, you know, if anybody gives stickers or anything that they want to share, I may put my receipt from dinner in here. But yeah, anything that I want to keep memorable from this trip, I'm going to put this in here and just swap out one of my, I think I have my reading journal in here as well as my, yeah. So I'll probably just take my reading journal out, and actually I can do that while I'm here, and just slip this one in, and then I'm ready to go. So I think I will take that as well. For one, to also show customizations and things that you can do if people don't know and would like to, and also to memory keep for myself. So these are all of the things that I'm planning on taking. And then I'm not going to end the video here because I am going to try to get footage of the restaurant, the table, and any pens that we may come in contact with that would be fun to share, and pictures or things like that that I can post. And then I will also come back and do maybe a little recap at the very end of my thoughts on it, and, well, you know, if I have fun. I mean, I'm sure I will, but you know, things like that. So yeah, I'll do a recap after, and I will leave it at the end of this video. So just keep watching if you want to see more about what goes on at the Pelikan Hub. So I am back from the Pelikan Hub. We met in Knoxville at a restaurant called Calhoun's. And there's a couple of different locations in Knoxville. There, I had actually not been to the one that we went to. We usually go to the one on the river, but this one was a little less busy, and it was great. We had a wonderful time. There were so many people there. I mean, just, you know, thinking about a pen meetup and to be able to talk to everybody, there were, I would say, 30 or almost 30 people there. But we had a great time. I met some lovely people, and yeah, we just had some great conversations. I actually ordered a pen because of one that I tried, so I will have it here. Should be here on, I think, Tuesday, but I don't think the feed is going to be here for it until Thursday. So I'll probably try to do a video as soon as I get it, pretty much all put together, because the one I tried, the lady recommended that I get an ebonite feed for it. It's an FA nib on a Pilot 912, Custom Heritage 912. And so I found one for a good deal, and then picked up the ebonite feed from Flexible Nib Factory. So that should be here in a few days. So I will try to get that filmed just as soon as possible, but I am so excited. So the only video I shot was of the outside of the restaurant, so I will insert that here. It was kind of, we got there really early, and then we just kind of started talking, and then everybody else showed up, and then everybody just started ordering food. I don't know, like, I think it went well. It was very cool, but I would have liked to have maybe had it in, like, not a food location where we could have kind of, like, got up and talked. And it was hard. There were 2 tables, and they were both really long, and so it was just a little hard to talk to everybody. We actually didn't even make it to the other table until most everyone had left, because it was so busy. There were so many people. And so we had some really good conversations. I met some great people. I actually made a trade for this, and then I was given this for registering with Pelikan. So I'll share. I haven't opened it yet. I just pulled the tissue paper out. The only thing that's in it is the box for Pelikan that they sent out to all of the people who registered to go to Pelikan Hub. So anyway, this, I'll talk about it real quick and then I'll open that. But this, the lady that was sitting next to me, she was so sweet and had some beautiful pens. She had this Lamy pen that was an older pen. Oh my goodness, that thing wrote so good. So she had me adding tons of new pens to my wish list because all of hers were so good. They were amazing. And so she had this, she pulled this out not right after she came and said that she would you know, offer it to me, and Diana had went together so that she would give us first choice if either of us wanted it. And I told her that I did, because I've actually been looking for something like this and never got around to ordering it. So I traded her my Asvine C80. I love the pen, and you would have seen it in the series that I recently did. It was inked up with the 2025 Colorverse Ink of the Year, the blue-green snake, glistening green. And I took it with me just because, on a whim, that somebody may have never tried an Asvine, whatever. So I took it with me just to let people try, but honestly, that pen was way too big for me. The nib was a number 8 nib, and I have another number 8 nib, and I'm looking to get rid of that pen too. I don't like them. They're just too big. Not something that is very comfortable for me to write with. So I asked her, you know, I was like, that's all I have, but I would gladly trade it for this. And she said yes. So I was super happy to make that trade. This is actually the Dominant Industries, the ink archiving books. You just color in it with your pens. And so she had done a couple of pages. She did this page. Was that the first one? Yeah. So she had done this. So I'm actually going to write to just maybe down here on this spot, her name. I didn't want to do it while, but just like her first name. And just a little bit about meeting her at the Pelikan Hub and how I got the book. And then I'm just going to leave this as a memory. I think it's cool that she started it. There's another page in here that she just did a little bit on. I think there was this one and then one more that I had seen right here. So I started it. I did a little bit just here with this, and I did the same ink over here, but I'm actually going to color it in with a different color. But the shimmer, I don't know, you can see it on this, but I could, there you go. You can see it there on the larger one. But they're the same color. It's Wishing Tree from Diamine. It's such a good ink. So yeah, so I was excited to get this. I think it'll be fun to do some just random coloring in here with my pens and inks as I have time. And then we got our little box. So this is the ink of the year up here, the apricot. I did not get that ink. He messaged us prior to us going in case there were people that were just going for the ink of the year. He did message us and tell us that we did not get the ink of the year, that our ink was different. So I was fine, whatever. I just wanted to go and enjoy it. Getting a free ink just, you know, was a bonus. So we have inside, it says Pelikan Hubs, 2025 October 24th. And then it has this little postcard that is so nice. So just some little keepsakes. And then I'm guessing this is like a notepad. Yeah, it says Pelikan Hubs 2025 notepad. Oh, okay, I can see the binding on it now. So that's nice. So it'll have some paper inside and just the, you know. And then this is the ink that I got. The Tanzanite, our entire group got this same ink. And I thought that was really nice. I mean, they don't have to give you anything. So it was nice that Pelikan sent. And I have no idea what this ink looks like. I've never used it before, but we can swatch it. I can't wait to be done with this notebook. I don't like this paper. And even if I'm not done with it, I will probably end it at the end of the year. I don't think I'm going to continue to use it just because I don't like the paper. So I will probably just kind of retire it. Let's use my glass pen. I don't feel like I've gotten to use it very much since I picked it up, or since it was shipped to me. I love this thing. It's so pretty. All right. So let's see what this looks like. A very like blue black. It's a nice color. It's just kind of a dark blue. It's a lovely color. I really don't think that I have anything like it in my collection, so yeah, I'm good with that. All right, so this is the ink that we received. Yeah, I think it's a good, like a purpley navy. It's definitely a good ink. It writes really well, so no issues with shimmer or anything like that. I did have some issues with the golden lapis being a little too shimmery. It clogged my pen. So this one will be fine with no special properties, just some shading, which is nice. Yeah, I don't think I have anything really like it, so I'm happy with that. I'm good. My thoughts. I wish I could have taken my whole pen collection, because there were people there that were like, oh, I'd like to try this, or I'd like to have tried that. And I didn't even think about bringing, you know, some of those pens, just because they're not, I was thinking unique. I was thinking, you know, Monarch, Waterman Corinne, some of my maker pens, things like that. I was just thinking of taking things that were unique, that maybe people hadn't seen, which, yeah, there were several people that tried my Monarch that hadn't tried one before. But, yeah, there were a lot of people, like, talking about some, you know, different pens that they hadn't tried. And I was like, oh, I should have brought mine because I have one. So I wished I could have taken my whole collection. That's not even feasible. I have way too many pens at this point. But I do recommend taking, you know, what you would like to share. Take a notebook. Obviously, you're going to want to test pens out and try pens. So take a notebook. I mean, really, that was pretty much it. I wish I had made stickers, and I also wish they had had name tags, because I had no clue who anybody was. This is the first time I've ever been to one, or to have been to a meeting with the East Tennessee Pen Club. So I had no idea who anybody was, and I would have liked to have, you know, I don't feel like there were proper introductions made, because there were so many people. I mean, even introducing like ourselves, I don't feel like I was really like, hey, I'm Heather, or, you know, whatever. I'm just not the greatest with doing that. So I feel like name tags, I saw that in some other pictures. I think that would be good to have, you know, just the hi, my name is so-and-so. So you can, you know, if you make friends with people, you can always jot their names down, remember them. I also recommend, if you have social media, maybe bring it on written down on something. You could do stickers or something with your social media, because when you're in passing, or you're, you know, you may not be having a long conversation with someone, you may want to connect with them later. So it would have been nice to have been able to, you know, swap, or even, I know not everybody has social media, so, but yeah, it would have just been nice to be able to be like, here's a sticker with my Instagram handle on it, or my YouTube handle, or whatever. I'm just not the best marketer. And yeah, I saw some people making stickers after, and I was like, oh, I should have done that. I could have made a cute sticker for the Pelikan Hub. And even if it was just like an ink blob and just said, you know, 2025. it would have been fun to have a special sticker. So I think I'm going to make them for our next one at least. But I also wanted to see if I could make a sticker for our little pen club. I know they go to the Atlanta pen show. I don't know. I would really like to be involved with that group. It was so much fun and everybody seemed to really know each other. But I did get some pictures of a couple of, these were pencils. I'll drop them in here. They were itty bitty tiny. Like I'd never seen anything like them. And she got them at the Atlanta Pen Show. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. She went with a friend. She doesn't even do fountain pens. And she found these pencils and they were so cute and amazing looking. I've never seen anything like them. So I'll drop those pictures in here. But yeah, I mean, you can take yourself and nothing more, or you can take pens and ink and go all out, take everything. But I was thrilled with the pens that I was able to try and with the conversations that I had. There were some amazing people that I got to meet. So I had a great time. I definitely recommend it. If there's one near you or one within driving distance that you can go to, I definitely recommend it next year. I can't wait. That'll be fun to plan that out next year with, hopefully we will, I guess they've been doing it at the same restaurant, which is cool. Maybe they were bigger this year than they normally are. I feel like there weren't as many people in the pictures last year as there were this year. So, and some of the people actually traveled to a different location and some were celebrating anniversaries. So there were people who had intended to go or usually go that weren't able to come. So yeah, I was surprised of how many people there were there, and it was awesome. So all right, well, I think that's going to be it for this video. I know it's not exactly what I had thought I wanted to do, but I also didn't realize that we were just like, I knew we were going to a restaurant, but I guess I assumed that we were going to be maybe in like the ballroom where we could kind of eat as we wanted and then kind of go sit over at maybe some other tables. Not ballroom, party room. I think that's what they use. So I just kind of thought it would be a little bit different where there would be like some movement, but we just kind of got there and sat down and we just stayed where we were. And then some people left not long after they ate. So, yeah, I'm guessing that they do like the meats a little more, maybe not at restaurants, maybe somewhere where they can sit and talk. So to the people who usually go, you know, they meet these people or see these people at other times throughout the year. So it was a little different, but I enjoyed it very much. I can't wait to go back next year. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. If I think of anything else, I will drop it in. But yeah, I'm super glad to have gotten some freebies. That was fun and, you know, very kind of Pelikan to do. They don't have to do that, but I thought it was really cool that they sent everybody an ink. So, all right. Well, I thank you guys for watching these videos. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.